Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Cherry Johnson with Watauga County Arts Council, and I know if you've been paying any attention at all, you already know that we have this wonderful new project we've been working on for, I guess about 9 months now. It is a little gift shop that we have in conjunction with our wonderful gallery. Now let me tell you where this is located first. This is located in downtown Boone at the corner of Water Street and King Street in what they call the Green Building. And for you old timers, that's the old AMP. But anyway, we have a wonderful space there. It's a temporary donated space, and we are so pleased that we are able to be in that location. Thank you, John Winkler, Kenneth Wilcox, and Roger Wright for your generosity. I have with me one of our featured artists in the gallery in the gift shop. This is an artist. I'll be bringing her back later to tell you about another very special thing about this particular artist. This is Susan Owen. Susan is an award winner, let's just put it that way. We'll be talking about the award later on, but she was already an award winner before we got a hold of her. So, you have this really cool project. Now let me say this, our gift shop is located across the hallway from Wine to Water. And in a lot of ways, what we're going to talk about today kind of is a similar concept. And yet it's a concept that you brought up from your own self somehow. How did this happen?
It happened a few years ago when my daughter was at Watauga High School, and Doc Henley came to speak about Wine to Water and about his founding of it and what all it means and what he's done. And she got so excited about it, and she came home and told me all about it. In the meantime, for a couple of years, I had been trying to figure out what I could do to give back, not just in this community, but make a worldwide difference. And I don't know where in the world I thought I could do something like that, but it was just always niggling in the back of my mind, and I never could figure it out. If I thought really hard, I never could figure it out. My daughter came home and told me about the water crisis in the world, and all of a sudden, right when she was telling me about it, I thought, that's what I can do. My small little difference would be to make water drop jewelry and give some of the money away.
Now, what made you think of water drop jewelry?
Well, because of Wine to Water and the connection between dirty water all around the world, and that so many people are dying from dirty water.
Gotcha.
It's amazing. I mean, I had no idea how critical this was. There's nearly 1 billion people that don't have access to clean water. And so many people die, so many children die just because they don't have clean water. So I thought, I could make very, very simple jewelry that just looks like a clear drop of water.
Right.
So then it would be, if you're wearing a piece of jewelry, then you could tell the person, this is about clean water. So it'd be like a ripple effect.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just sort of this whole bubble idea that came to me.
But Susan, most people don't just say, I'll make jewelry.
Oh.
They have a background somewhere.
Yes, you're right.
What got you going in that direction in the beginning? How did you get started in jewelry, or how did you get started in metal?
Let's see.
When I first met Susan, I thought of her as a horticulturalist and a person who grew wonderful flowers.
Thank you.
And when I found out you did something different, I was like, whoa, this is a whole new side of Susan.
Right. Well, I came to school at Appalachian State University, and I was an art major, and I majored in constructive design, which is and they don't have this kind of major kind of stuff anymore like this. But anyway, it was, I did three-dimensional work, which was clay, metal, and fiber. So I started doing metal work in 1977 with a jewelry class, and I was doing casting and fabrication and a little bit of forging and in small scale. And so I started way back then.
Yeah.
And then I guess through the years, then I became an organic farmer and was a farmer for that, which is how you knew me, for 6 years. And now I've put the farming aside for a little bit, but we're bringing that back right now. But anyway, and then I just kind of focused on my metal work and went back to classes at Penland School of Crafts, took a couple jewelry classes, but was so drawn to the iron studio up there. They have a big, wonderful iron studio, as well as lots of fabulous studios there. So then I sort of like tried out the iron studio and just fell in love with steel. So now it's anything metal, you know, small gold and silver to great big steel, you know, gates and things. So if it's metal and it's hot, that's what I love. Anyway,
that is a far cry from flowers.
Yes, it is. But you know, it all melds together really nicely. You know, you use your eye and you can really see some beautiful designs.
So that's what inspired you to say, I can make jewelry.
Yes, I can make water drop jewelry, because that's what I thought I could do that. But then it took me months and months to find the water drop that's made out of glass. I mean, I know several glass blowers and people that do lamp work.
Yeah.
And I needed just a plain little drop. But it took me a long, long time to find it. Turns out it's from Czechoslovakia. And, you know, I wanted it all the way, you know, round and not faceted. I wanted to
really
to look like a drop, you know.
So you hunted everywhere to find this.
I did. It took me a long time. And I use like 3 different sizes of the clear drops, and I have to buy them from 3 different places, 3 different suppliers.
Really?
Yeah.
You would have thought the same people would have all different sizes.
I know. So it's hard. But anyway, I'm sure there's a way to do it.
So
but I
you
just
order these from Czechoslovakia or wherever they come from?
From a supplier, yes, who has them from Czechoslovakia. And then, and these were my first designs, this single, because I wanted it to be just all about the drop, just a very simple little earring.
And when you get really close to it, you can see that there is a very graceful little hook that's holding this little drop.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. This little, and I don't even know what to call it. I made it up because, you know, usually when people are using little drops like this, they do a wire and a wire wrap and all that, which is really nice. But it draws your eye to the wire.
Yes.
And I didn't want the wire.
The metal becomes the feature.
Yes, and so then I made these things that are like jump rings, but they're triangles.
And then for those of us that have a little bit more eclectic taste than just the very, very simple, which is beautiful in itself.
Thank you.
But if you're looking for a little more pizzazz to it, we have things like this, which this is a pair of earrings, which I can just envision on so many different people I know.
They can be very elegant,
yes,
I thought.
They are.
You know, almost cocktail.
And you have a name for all of your jewelry.
Yes, this is a cascade. And then this is my little chandelier design. It has 2 different sizes of water drops.
That's great.
So, and then a little bit more contemporary is this what I'm wearing right now, a little bit larger drop.
Now, that goes with, and all of this ties together because all of it has the same water drop theme.
That's correct. You know? And I started thinking about giving money to Wine to Water because that is what they do.
Right.
And then I thought, well, you know, there are other places in the world that need work and money too. So then the second part of the money that I gave away, the second time I gave away money, was to a friend of mine's daughter who worked in the Peace Corps, and she was trying to get rainwater catchment systems going in this little tiny place where she was. So I sent her some money, and then the next time I sent money, I sent it to Appalachian Voices here to work with people in West Virginia. So it's not just, so it is global and local. So you're making the decisions about where the money gets sent, but all the money is gleaned through the sale of this particular. That's exactly right. Yeah. So every time I make $100 over cost, I give it away. That's wonderful, Susan. And I've been able to give over $1,000 away. And you know, I think just more and more, we're all becoming more environmentally conscious, socially conscious. You know, all of those things are a big part of what our society is coming toward. I think so too. And it makes such a difference because, and I'm trying to make this very, very affordable. My prices start at $20. So there's $20 for the original necklace, $25 for a pair of earrings, and then they go up to $40 and $45. But that's still very affordable. It's very affordable. So between, you know, the people that buy this and me, and we gather our money together and give it away. But then I started doing something a little bit. You did something you just touched for one thing. Here. I love this bracelet. This is wonderful. Now you started a new direction with this. I did. I decided to get a little bit more splashy, so I call it a splash bracelet. And it has. It has 2 different kinds. It has. This one does have some faceted drops and a tiny bit of color. but I don't want it lots of color because I still want it about clean water, and some silver drops as well. And so that's a link bracelet, and it's real splashy and sort of fun.
Neat.
And this is $125.
But there's a lot of silver in that. Yeah.
There's a whole lot of silver, and there's a lot of work in it. So
Yes,
so
definitely.
anyway,
So now all of these, as I said, tie together because all of them have the water drop. But you also have some that are literally the same design, that are meant to go together. And
That's
these
right.
are really
Yes, those
cool.
sets.
Yes, these are actual sets for those people who really are purists about keeping their sets.
that's right. That's right. So I have several sets too, and I have a set. These are the silver drop, and then this is it's a glass drop, but I call it silver drop because the shape of the silver is
But
in a
it's
drop.
in a hammered drop.
And
It's because you've hammered the design.
That's right.
Which is kind of another whole twist on the theme. You haven't done a bracelet with the hammered thing yet, have you?
I haven't. I have played with this though in hammering. So I still have lots up here in my head
No
to get out.
just-
That's right. That's right. So and then I also
this
make
other
sets
one,
with
yes.
this one too. And then this is a
beautiful.
silver circle with a drop, and I make earrings with this too, and that is also hammered.
That is so pretty.
Thank you. So
So if you'd
Lots to
like to
choose
be
from.
both beautiful inside and outside, this is a great way to do it.
and to make a difference.
It really is. And a lot of people, that really makes a big difference. I was watching a television show the other day, and they were talking about products everybody buys anyway, but where these companies are giving parts of the proceeds to some specific cause.
Absolutely. I
And-
mean, there's no reason
yeah.
not to do that.
Making that choice.
Right.
As opposed to just buying something that's going to end up in someone's pocket.
That's right. That's
So-
right. And it's so meaningful, And so I call it's just a drop, but it can make all the difference in the world.
That's great. That's
So,
wonderful,
yeah,
Susan.
thank you.
Well, we're so proud to have you and your jewelry as a part of the gift shop at the Arts Council's
Thank
gift
you,
shop.
and thank you. I really appreciate being there. And I'll finish my website soon. It's under construction right now.
And the name of your website is,
It's just a drop.
which is the name of everything you're doing.
That's right.
So-
I'm trying to keep it simple.
So she's working on that website. So if you go to it and it's not quite there yet, come back.
It'll
It
be
will
there soon.
Yes.
Right.
Now she's got pressure because you're going to be watching.
Right. Yeah. So.
All right. Well,
But in the
Susan,
meantime, you can find the jewelry at the Watauga County Arts
Thank
Council
you.
gift shop,
and also at
Gladiola Girls Downtown Boutique, and then also at the Boone Healing Arts Center, which is out here on State Farm Road.
right. So she's already diverse everywhere else, and then you'll be able to sell it online with your new
Absolutely.
website. So
Yes.
that's great. We're proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you. That makes me feel so good.
So it's so good to have our artists. One thing I brag about our artists in a lot of different ways, and one of the ways is the ways that they utilize things that people normally consider trash and turn it into art. Which I think is a sort of a very socially conscious, very very a responsible way of doing things. But this is equally that way. You just nobody threw away these beautiful little drops. That's the
Well,
other
and
thing.
they're going for such a good cause.
They are.
And then people
They are.
can say, "Oh, look at your earring. Oh, well, let me tell you about this."
Exactly. Spread
Raising
the word.
awareness is what it's
Spread
really
the
about.
word,
Yeah.
yes.
So,
Good job.
thank you.
We're really pleased with what you're doing, and we're really proud of all of the wonderful artists we have in our community. We have so many artists in our county. I don't know how many you've recognized that we've just brought just to share with you here, but our gift shop alone has more than 70 local artists in it right now.
Gosh.
And the vast majority are people like Susan, who I can't imagine a gallery exhibit of droplets of these. As beautiful as they are, it would be very hard to do that. And you'd have to have 1,000 or more droplets.
And maybe one day I will. I actually have an idea for a big installation. That's like more of instead of jewelry, more of a
I
conceptual
love this
piece.
idea.
Yeah.
I love this idea.
I just need more time.
Well, and I noticed too when you were naming different kinds of jewelry, you didn't mention waterfall.
No, I started with a waterfall bracelet and then decided to name it Splash instead because it's more
That
splashy
is
than
splashy,
waterfall.
yeah, but you gotta
So
have something with a
waterfall is going to
waterfall.
be necklace.
I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
We got to see this.
Model it for me.
Okay. we'll do that. I like black. I'll wear black with it. That would be
Absolutely,
beautiful.
it'll make it pop.
Come and be a part of all of the fun we have with our gift shop and our gallery and our wonderful artists. And the Arts Council's gift shop and gallery is located at 783 West King Street. That's the same building that Palucci's is located in. And we're also between Mellow Mushroom and Murphy's. And there is a parking lot in front of the building. I need to tell you, you may park there when you come to see us. Just don't go someplace else because you might get booted. But if you are in our parking lot and coming into our building, you can stay all day long and nobody minds.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that great?
Yes, you shop as long as you want.
And so you can check our website for information about this. Also, be sure and check our Facebook page. We keep that up even better than we do our website. So we would love to have you be a part of our Facebook family and also our Arts Council family. Be a part of the arts in Watauga County.
Watauga Arts Council with your host, Cherry Johnson, serving arts in Watauga County for more than 30 years.